So if I was to ask you, however naive that may risk sounding, how do I begin? What would be your key messages to get us started, do you feel?
Great question. And the first thing I would tell you is it's way more daunting to feel like you're out of control and you don't have a choice than to realize that you do have a choice. Because when you realize that you do have a choice, it really does get exciting because you realize that you can make different choices and change your life. One of the things that I would say, the first thing is to start to get excited about a long-term vision. We have an exercise on 100yearlifestyle.com. It's a great exercise. And there's an article called Calculate, I forget what it's called. It's one of the 100-Year Lifestyle Essential articles, but it's Calculate Your Longevity Potential. Something like that is the title. And it's a simple calculation. All of your listeners can do that right now. And you take the age of your oldest grandparent or parent that ever lived in your family history, and you take their age, let's say 90 was their age. And then you take your age, let's just say it's 45. And you subtract.
Thank you. That was a huge compliment, but completely rubbish.
Looking great, by the way, I must say. Your hair looks better than mine, and your nails certainly looks better than mine. But you have this 90 minus 45, which is 45. That means your minimum, it's called your empire is the name of this calculation. It's MPYR, M-PYR, and it stands for your minimum potential years remaining.
Right.
So if your oldest relative was 90 and you're 45, your minimum potential based on what we know about your family history is 45, right. 45 more years. So it's interesting because some people would say they hear that number and it totally freaks them out. It's like, oh my God, I'm 45. I have 45 more years. I'm supposed to retire in like 10 or 20 years. And then what am I going to do with the rest of my life? Oh my God. Or I have pain and I'm suffering now. I can hardly get out of bed. If I can't even imagine another 45 hours, never mind another 45 years, or I hate my life, I hate my job. I can't even imagine another 45 hours, never mind another 45 years. And so when you take this calculation, somebody else might say, wow, 45 years, I'm going to get to know my grandchildren and take them on trips, and I'm going to get to travel, and I'm going to get to do this and that and the other thing. And so what I think is very important is that the number is the number. And if you're not excited about it, you should make some changes, because there's only one thing worse than suffering, Sue. Do you know what it is? It's perpetual suffering.
Yeah, true.
So if you realize you have control, you could start to make some choices. And we have 3 life-changing principles in the 100-Year Lifestyle. I'll just run through them really quickly. The first one is the magnet principle. It's change is easy. Thinking about change is hard. The second one is the persistence principle. Change comes one choice at a time. Think progress, not perfection. And then the third one, if you're going to make a change, make it with your ideal 100-year lifestyle in mind, with this long-term vision in mind, which will get you through the ups and the downs, will keep you inspired, will get you up in the morning. It will motivate you to keep on going and to make the most of every day along the way.